I'm joined by Leo Siqueira in Sao Paulo. He's a writer and analyst in Brazil. He's also the Latin America director at the Advanced Interactive Media Group. I want to thank you for joining us. What can we expect from the incoming president? He says he's going to take on corruption and crime, but really hasn't outlined specific plans, has he?
Bolsonaro has a big challenge ahead. We have to remember that 21% of people didn't vote or just decided to either not to vote or didn't vote for Bolsonaro. If we take that amount, that percentage, and sum up with the 45% Haddad got in terms of votes, we get about 65% of people who didn't vote in Bolsonaro. So Bolsonaro will have the challenge to govern for these people to, it's certain that Bolsonaro will face a lot of criticism and opposition from the Workers' Party, which has one of the strongest seats in the Chamber of Deputies in Brazil. So we can say that Bolsonaro will have a lot of challenges ahead trying to unite the country.
Some are calling him the tropical Trump. Others see him as closer in tone to the Philippine leader, Rodrigo Duterte. How is he being viewed? How would you describe him?
Well, there has been for a while some comparison between Donald Trump in the U.S. and Bolsonaro in Brazil. But Bolsonaro himself, he said he likes Donald Trump. In certain aspects of policy, he has some similar views when compared to Donald Trump, like his policy on guns, his policy on trade. And in fact, Donald Trump today sent his compliments for the president-elect Jair Bolsonaro, and Donald Trump said he wants to further strengthen the existing relationship between the two countries and trade, military, which is a big topic for both countries, and that's one of the flags that Bolsonaro has been carrying on to strengthen the country's military and border security and a lot of other related topics.
And I'm also curious about Brazil's relationship with China. Soybean exports from Brazil to China, they've soared in recent months since the United States and China are locked in this tariff dust-up. So how will he straddle this relationship, keeping a close relationship with China, but also trying to have a closer relationship with the United States?
I don't think the Brazil-China relationships will change dramatically, not at least in the short term. Bolsonaro is a pro-privatization politician, and much of the trade ties and the relationship between China and Brazil is based on the fact that Brazil has a lot of projects and assets to privatize, and China is for sure a key country for either providing technology and segments like energy infrastructure. China has already shown a strong interest in several Brazilian assets. We have several railways which will be privatized, which will be auctioned, and China is for sure one of the big bidders, if not the biggest bidder in certain areas. So I don't think the China-Brazil relations will change with far-right candidates now in office.
All right. Well, we'll be watching it, of course. Leo, thanks so much for your analysis.